Hello and welcome. Pause for just a moment, take a deep breath, settle in, and consider this fundamental question. Are you truly living or merely existing? The human desire is universal. We yearn for global travel, the perfect vehicle, financial independence, inner peace, genuine love, respect, profound happiness, a thriving personal business, a relationship that ignites the soul, and a life that feels inherently valuable. But I must ask you directly. What concrete actions are you taking today to secure these things? What are you doing right now to manifest the life you constantly dream of? Are you still lost in the endless scroll of social media feeds? Are you still consuming random time-wasting videos? Are you still constructing elaborate excuses for why you can't begin? Are you still oversleeping, paralyzed by the fear of failure, or simply hoping that circumstances will magically rearrange themselves? Listen to this message with absolute focus. Your life is tangible. This world is real. But your allocated time is a finite resource. There are no second lives, no do-overs. You will not be reborn to try again. This is your singular opportunity. This moment, right now, is your life. I am here not to offer superficial motivation, but to present you with a mirror so you can confront the truth. It is time to awaken from a slumber you didn't even realize you were in. If your goal is life transformation, if you seek mastery in English, if you desire greater financial success, if you aspire to be confident, potent, successful, and utterly unstoppable, then do not simply observe this video. Internalize it. Listen with your deepest conviction. Listen with the urgency of someone whose future hangs in the balance. Because it does. If you appreciate this kind of honest, unfiltered dialogue, no sugarcoating, just reality, then subscribe to this channel immediately. We consistently deliver content that is both new and profoundly useful. Our mission extends beyond improving your English. We aim to facilitate a complete life change. So, let us begin the journey to ensure you do not squander the one precious life you have been granted. The first principle is this: your time is your life. Do not squander it. I will be blunt. You are not merely passing time. Time is actively consuming you. Every instance you postpone action with, "I'll do it tomorrow," every extra hour you dedicate to scrolling through platforms, every time you silence your alarm and retreat to sleep, you are not just wasting minutes. You are systematically dismantling fragments of your existence because your time is the very essence of your life. You may not perceive it today, but life is relentlessly progressing. Each second slips away. You are aging. Your vitality is diminishing. Your loved ones are growing older. Your aspirations are waiting. But for how much longer? Consider this. What did you accomplish yesterday? The day before? What is the concrete plan for tomorrow? Is it still nothing? Still the same routine? Still clinging to the myth of someday? That day will never arrive. It is a deception. Your dreams are indifferent to your excuses. The world holds no regard for your rationalizations. Only your tangible results hold weight. The solution is to begin treating your hours as if they were pure gold. Document your daily schedule. Identify and concentrate on the single activity that will most significantly propel your life forward. Commit to eliminating 1 hour of social media consumption daily and redirect that time to reading, learning, or personal development. Time serves as your ally only when you treat it with reverence. Otherwise, it becomes your most formidable adversary. Let us delve deeper into the concept of time as your life. It is not merely a philosophical notion, it is the fundamental currency of your existence. You may observe the clock ticking, but you are not just watching seconds elapse. You are witnessing your life expenditure. The modern distraction economy thrives on the illusion of infinite time. It coaxes you into believing that the small daily wastes, the endless scrolling, the passive consumption of entertainment, are harmless. They are not. They are incremental, non-recoverable losses of your most valuable asset. Consider the person who dedicates 3 hours each evening to mindless phone activity. Over a decade, this amounts to over 10,000 hours. This is the equivalent of a full-time 5-year university degree. Imagine the mastery you could achieve in English, in a new business skill, or in a physical discipline with 10,000 hours of focused investment. The tragedy is not the time spent, but the potential life left unlived within those hours. Stop merely spending your time. Start investing it. Every decision to engage in a productive activity, no matter how small, is a dividend paid back into your future self. Your time is not a river that flows endlessly. It is a reservoir that slowly drains. Be deliberate about every drop. The second principle: cease blaming and commence building. Your life's trajectory is solely your responsibility. It belongs to no one else, not your parents, your friends, your employer, or your government. It belongs to you, and only you. Countless individuals spend years lamenting what they were denied. I lacked access to quality education. My family offers no support. I don't have the necessary capital. I am too busy. I lack the inherent talent. These are all excuses. Do you know who ultimately triumphs in life? The person who declares, "I disregard what I was not given. I will forge something substantial from absolute zero." Observe the most influential figures globally. Many began with nothing. No wealth, no backing, no clear direction. Yet they possessed one critical element: a burning ambition, a primal fire, an unwavering resolve to fundamentally alter their circumstances. Consider a figure like Oprah Winfrey. She was born into poverty and endured childhood abuse. Today, she is a billionaire and a globally respected icon. She did not succumb to self-pity or assign blame. She built. The solution is to accept your personal history, but refuse to adopt the role of a victim. Repeat this affirmation daily. I am fully accountable for my life. Detail your challenges on paper. Then, for each problem, formulate a single, actionable solution and execute it. No matter how minor the step, you are not inherently weak. You are not cursed by misfortune. You are simply failing to utilize your inherent power. Next, let's amplify the power of cease blaming and commence building. The victim mentality is a poison that kills more dreams than failure ever could. The moment you blame someone else, your parents, your boss, the economy, you give away your power. You become a passenger in your own life, and a passenger cannot steer the ship. Only the captain can. The captain does not complain about the storm. The captain adjusts the sails. The captain does not blame the past. The captain charts a new course for the future. True strength is not found in having an easy life, but in the unwavering resolve to create a great one despite a difficult start. Your story is your foundation, not your ceiling. Use the stones thrown at you to build your empire. This requires a daily affirmation of responsibility. When a problem arises, do not ask, "Whose fault is this?" Ask, "What is my next move?" This shift from fault-finding to solution-seeking is the hallmark of the person who builds, who leads, and who ultimately succeeds. The third principle: your zone of comfort is a prison. Break free. Your current routine likely involves waking up, checking your phone, eating, watching videos, scrolling through social media, perhaps a brief period of study, followed by sleep, and then repetition. This cycle feels effortless. It feels calming. But are you aware of the deeper reality? You are undergoing the discomfort you feel when attempting to speak English with a native speaker, the anxiety of launching a new project, the physical strain of a new workout regimen. These are not signs of failure. They are the undeniable evidence of progress. They are the sound of the seed breaking the soil. The person who seeks constant comfort is the person who guarantees stagnation. The solution is not just to step outside your comfort zone, but to consistently expand it. Make the uncomfortable familiar. If speaking English in public is terrifying, make it a daily 5-minute ritual. If starting a new project feels overwhelming, commit to 15 minutes of work on it. The goal is to make the edge of your comfort zone a little wider every day. Do not fear the feeling of being a beginner, of being clumsy, of being wrong. That feeling is the tuition you pay for mastery. Pay it willingly. Fail, but fail forward. Always learning, always growing. The fourth principle, "I'll do it later," is the most destructive lie you tell yourself. Let me be unequivocally honest. If you are someone who habitually uses the phrase, "I'll do it later," then you must grasp this truth. You are deceiving yourself. And with every deception, you are quietly, gradually, and permanently dismantling your own life. "I'll do it later" is the voice of inertia. It is the voice of anxiety. It is the voice of your weaker self attempting to ensnare you. It does not signify a future intention. It actually means, "I have no desire to do this at all." Look at the people who thrive. They are not the ones who defer action. They are the ones who declare now, right now, this very second. They act even when they feel unprepared. Even when they are apprehensive, they act because they understand that later inevitably transforms into never. You repeatedly claim you wish to master English. Then begin now. You promise yourself you will exercise, launch a side project, read a book, regulate your sleep, meditate. When does that mythical later arrive? Next week? Next month? Next year? Time is not your servant. It will not wait for you. There is no warning message signaling the end of your time. It simply concludes, and you will be left with a single devastating consequence: regret. The most profound suffering in existence. Consider this example. You intended to start a YouTube channel 2 years ago. You didn't. Why? Because of fear. Because you chose later. Now, someone else is executing your vision. Someone else is living your dream, and you are watching their videos thinking, "That could have been me." The solution is to set a timer for just 10 minutes. Whatever the task, commence it immediately. Abandon overthinking. State this to yourself. "If I do not do this now, I will likely never do it." And simply start. It does not need to be flawless. Just start. A single action taken now is infinitely superior to 100 perfect plans scheduled for later. The deceptive whisper of "I'll do it later" must be silenced. This phrase is the psychological equivalent of a loan shark, offering immediate relief in exchange for a crushing future debt. It is the perfect mechanism for self-sabotage because it allows you to maintain the illusion of intention without the burden of action. You are not postponing the task. You are postponing the person you are meant to become. The only moment that holds power is the present. The future is an abstraction. The past is a memory. Now is the only reality. The successful person understands that the difference between a dream and a goal is a deadline. And the difference between a goal and a reality is action taken now. If you find yourself delaying a task, use the 10-minute rule as a weapon. Tell yourself you only have to do it for 10 minutes. Often the hardest part is starting. Once the momentum is built, the task becomes easier. But even if you only complete 10 minutes, you have kept your promise to yourself. You have fed the strong wolf. You have chosen now over never. The fifth principle: stop analyzing. Start acting. Your mind is both your greatest asset and your most dangerous liability. For the majority of people today, their mind functions as a cage. Why? Because they engage in excessive thought and insufficient action. You contemplate starting a business for months on end. You think about speaking English, watch tutorials, take copious notes, but never utter a word. You plan to join a gym, purchase the attire, download the application, but never actually attend. Overthinking is a destructive force in your life. You analyze so much that you become mentally exhausted before even initiating the task. You pre-visualize failure before making any attempt. You compose the narrative of defeat before even entering the contest. And this is precisely why you remain immobilized. Thought is vital, but only for a limited duration. Beyond that point, it morphs into fear. And fear is a deceiver. You do not require comprehensive knowledge to begin. You simply need to begin. If you wish to enhance your English proficiency, do not merely consume motivational content. Start speaking. Start writing. Start listening every day. Practice speaking in front of a mirror. Record your voice. Embrace the errors. You do not need external validation. You do not need perfect English. You simply need to act. Imagine an individual who wishes to learn swimming. He studies books on technique, watches 50 instructional videos, buys the most advanced swimwear, and consults with expert swimmers, yet he never enters the water. Will he ever acquire the skill? Absolutely not. You are applying the same self-sabotage to your aspirations. The solution is to allocate 10 minutes for focused thought, and then dedicate the next 10 hours to action. Cultivate momentum. Allow action to become your innate habit. Silence your analytical mind and permit your hands, your legs, your entire life to move forward. Because success is not born from contemplation, it is born from execution. We must also refine the understanding of stop analyzing. Start acting. The modern mind is trapped in a perpetual state of planning, researching, and optimizing. This is not intelligence. It is often a sophisticated form of procrastination. The mind creates endless scenarios of failure to protect you from the risk of action. But life is not a theoretical exercise. It is an empirical one. You learn by doing. You learn English by speaking it, not just by studying the grammar rules. You learn business by launching and failing, not just by reading case studies. The man who reads 100 books on swimming is still not a swimmer. The man who jumps in the pool and struggles for 10 minutes is already ahead. Your mind is a magnificent tool for strategy, but it is a terrible master for action. Set a clear, short-time limit for planning. Once that limit is reached, the analysis stops, and the action begins. Let your hands, your feet, and your voice take over. Let the momentum of action silence the fear of your mind. Execution is the ultimate form of intelligence. The sixth principle, become that person. Do not be the one characterized by lethargy, the one who constantly complains, or the one who habitually surrenders. Be the individual who undertakes what others avoid. Be the person who rises early while others are still sleeping, who studies diligently while others are socializing, who speaks confidently while others are paralyzed by fear, who maintains belief when others mock, who perseveres when others abandon the effort. Be the person whose sheer presence inspires without uttering a single word. Not everyone will endorse your vision. That is acceptable. Not everyone will provide support. That is acceptable. Your support and belief are the only ones that truly matter. People will express doubt. They will comment that you have changed. Let them. Your purpose here is not to remain static. You are here to grow, to evolve, to transform into the individual who requires no external validation because their achievements speak for themselves. In every family, in every social circle, there is always one person who achieves greatness, the one who defies all expectations. Why should that not be you? Why do you assume success is reserved for others? Why not you? Become that person. The solution is to ask yourself every morning, what actions would a highly disciplined person take today? Then execute those actions. Present yourself as successful. Communicate as successful. Move as successful. Do not announce your intentions to the world. Demonstrate your results. Become the individual people. Discuss years from now. Because you fundamentally altered your trajectory. To become that person is to embody discipline. Discipline is not punishment. It is the highest form of self-respect. It is the daily commitment to your future self. It is the understanding that the person you are today is building the life the person you will be tomorrow must live in. The person who achieves greatness does not possess a secret gene. They possess a superior set of habits. They do the hard work when it is easy, so that life is easier when the hard times come. This is not about being flashy or seeking approval. It is about building an inner fortress of integrity. The disciplined man does not need to boast. His results speak for him. The simple daily question, what would the disciplined me do right now, is a powerful compass. The part that whispers, I am exhausted. The part that rationalizes, it is fine to be mediocre. The part that suggests, let's just take it easy. That version of yourself is the enemy. And you must engage in battle with this foe every single day. The real conflict is you versus you. The version of you that is lazy against the version that is ambitious. The fearful self against the courageous self, the sleepy self against the driven self, the self that seeks safety against the self that yearns to transform the world. Every morning you face a choice. Which version will prevail today? Will it be the person who scrolls for 3 hours? Or the one who reads 10 pages of a book? Will it be the person who stays up late consuming meaningless content? Or the one who invests in their business and future? Only you possess the answer. Imagine 2 wolves residing within you. One is lethargic, negative, and consumed by doubt. The other is powerful, self-assured, and driven by hunger. Do you know which one grows stronger? The one you actively nourish. The solution is to eradicate your habits of laziness. Track your daily progress. Every time you choose growth over comfort, document it. Every time you achieve a victory against your weaker self, acknowledge it. Slowly, your self-perception will shift. This is not a trivial pursuit. This is a war, and it is you versus you. The eternal conflict of you versus you is the most important battle you will ever fight. The external world presents challenges, but the internal world presents the choice to meet them. The 2 wolves, the lazy, fearful self and the strong, ambitious self, are both real. They are both fed by your daily choices. Every time you choose growth, you feed the strong wolf. Every time you choose comfort, you feed the weak one. The battle is fought and won in the micro decisions. The choice to wake up, the choice to study, the choice to speak, the choice to persist. Do not treat this as a game. Treat it as a war for your soul. Track your victories. Celebrate the small moments when you choose the hard right over the easy wrong. This consistent self-conquest is how you forge a new identity, an identity of power, discipline, and unstoppable momentum. The 8th principle, cultivate your willpower. If you neglect the training of your willpower, your emotions will dictate the course of your life. And I assure you, emotions are unreliable narrators. You lack the desire to wake up early. You lack the desire to exercise. You lack the desire to study English today. You lack the desire to pursue your ambitions. If this describes you, then you have effectively surrendered your entire future to your transient mood. I ask you a serious question. Do you aspire to construct a resilient life? Or do you intend to blindly follow your feelings like a child? Willpower is the capacity to perform the correct action even when you are devoid of the desire to do so. Even when your body protests, you stand firm and affirm your commitment. Even when your mind screams for you to stop, you persist. This distinction separates the victor from the vanquished. A victor performs what is essential. A vanquished person performs what is comfortable. Willpower is a muscle. It requires consistent exercise. Begin modestly. Do not hit the snooze button. That is a small victory. Refrain from eating that unnecessary treat. That is a small victory. Study English for 10 minutes even when fatigue sets in. That is a small victory. Each minor triumph serves as a repetition for your willpower muscle. The solution is to target 3 small victories every day. Document them. Do not betray your promise to yourself. If you declare you will do it, then do it. Your willpower is the key to your personal freedom. Train it relentlessly. The power of the morning. Conquer the morning, conquer the day. The initial hour of your day holds the most significant influence over your life. It establishes the trajectory for everything that follows. If you commence your day by hitting snooze, immediately checking social media and rushing into activity, you have already conceded defeat. You have initiated your day in a reactive state, allowing the external world to control your pace. Conversely, if you conquer the morning, you conquer the day. The morning is your dedicated time for self-construction. It is your opportunity to nurture the strong wolf within. The morning is characterized by silence. The world is dormant. This is your chance to gain a decisive advantage. The solution is to establish a simple, yet potent, morning ritual. Wake up 30 minutes earlier than necessary. Maintain a strict no-phone policy for the first hour. Hydrate immediately. Engage in physical movement for 10 minutes. Read something inspiring for 10 minutes. And most importantly, dedicate 10 minutes to your single most important goal. If that goal is English fluency, dedicate those 10 minutes to speaking, writing, or listening to English. Do this for 30 consecutive days. Your life will undergo an unrecognizable transformation. The morning is your secret weapon. Utilize it. The power of the night. Conclude the day with a triumph. Just as the morning dictates the trajectory, the night solidifies the outcome. The final hour of your day is nearly as critical as the first. This is the period when you determine the focus of your subconscious mind while you sleep. If you conclude your day by consuming negative news or scrolling through endless negativity, your brain will process that toxic input throughout the night. However, if you conclude your day with deliberate intention, you set yourself up for success. The solution is to establish a powerful night ritual. Discontinue all screen usage 30 minutes before retiring. Document 3 things for which you are genuinely grateful. Outline your plan for the following day. This process purges your mind of clutter. Then, listen to something constructive. Listen to this channel. Listen to English stories. Ensure the final input your brain receives is something that builds you up, rather than tearing you down. The night is not a time for dissipation. It is a time for preparation. Conclude your day with a triumph. The compound effect. Minor steps, monumental results. You are not required to overhaul your entire life in a single day. You are not required to achieve perfection. You are required to achieve consistency. This is the profound power of the compound effect. Envision improving by only 1% each day. Within a year, you will be 37 times more capable than when you began. Conversely, if you deteriorate by 1% each day, you will regress almost to 0. The divergence between success and failure is not a dramatic event. It is a series of 1,000 subtle, nearly imperceptible decisions made repeatedly, day after day. The solution is to abandon the pursuit of the single massive victory. Instead, seek the small daily victory. Did you study English for 10 minutes? That is a victory. Did you resist the urge to hit snooze? That is a victory. Did you abstain from social media for 1 hour? That is a victory. Accumulate these small victories. Do not permit the chain to break. And one day, you will look back and comprehend that those minor steps generated a monumental result. Let's talk about the compound effect again, because this is the most misunderstood principle of success. People see a successful person, a fluent English speaker, a wealthy entrepreneur, a fit athlete, and they see the result, the massive success. They don't see the thousands of small, boring daily decisions that led to it. They look for the one big secret, the one magic trick. But the magic is in the monotony. The magic is in the consistency. Imagine 2 people. Person A decides to improve their English by 1% every day. This means they spend 15 minutes listening, 5 minutes repeating, and 5 minutes writing a new sentence. It's easy. It's almost boring. Person B decides to take a break and will start studying seriously next month. After 1 month, the difference is negligible. After 6 months, Person A is noticeably better. After 1 year, Person A is 37 times better than when they started. And Person B is still waiting for the perfect time. The compound effect is the reason you must stop waiting for motivation and start building discipline. Motivation is a feeling. It comes and goes. You feel motivated after watching this video, but tomorrow morning, you will not feel it. Discipline is a choice. It is the choice to do the work even when the feeling is gone. The small win is the key. Don't aim for a massive, life-changing study session. Aim for a small, non-negotiable win. Your small win for English today is to speak 1 new sentence out loud. Your small win for your body is to do 10 push-ups. Your small win for your mind is to read 1 page of a book. These are so small they are almost impossible to fail. But when you stack them, when you do them every single day, they become an unstoppable force. The compound effect is also the reason you must kill your lazy habits. A lazy habit is a negative compound effect. Scrolling social media for 1 hour a day is not a big deal. But over a year, it compounds into 1,000 lost hours. Eating 1 cookie is not a big deal. But over a year, it compounds into weight gain and health problems. These small negative choices are silently destroying your life. You must reverse the compound effect. Kill 1 lazy habit today. Replace it with 1 small positive habit. This is the war of you versus you. The lazy you is the one who wants the negative compound effect. The ambitious you is the one who wants the positive compound effect. Every day you are feeding one of them. Which one are you feeding today? The final word. The world awaits your best self. The world requires the optimal version of you. The confident you. The disciplined you. The fluent English speaker you. The successful you. Stop waiting for the ideal moment. Stop expecting a savior. You are the protagonist of your own narrative. You are the solution you have been anticipating. You possess the capability. You possess the time. You possess the intellect. Now you possess the methodology. The only missing element is your definitive choice. Make that choice immediately. Not later, now. Declare it aloud. I will transform my life. I will master English. I will become unstoppable. Now close your eyes, inhale deeply, and proceed to execute the work. The world is waiting for you. Thank you for listening. Go forth and live your life fully.